Today we're going to be taking a look at PTC's line of custom fit engine air filters. These engine air filters are custom fit for your vehicle. Most vehicles have different air filters, so you'll want to use our fit guide to determine the most appropriate one for your vehicle. To determine the location of your air filter, you'll want to check your vehicle's owner's manual. Now, if it's not listed in your vehicle's owner's manual, I've got a few tips to help you determine where you're going to find it. The first thing you want to look for is a large box. Typically, it's a black plastic like the one you see here, and your filter is going to be contained inside it. You'll usually have screws. Some models have clips that will be on one half of the box that flip over and snap on the top. You would just pop those clips off if you have that style. What else you want to look for, this box is going to have a hose attached to it. It's going to be fairly large like you see here. Typically the hose is going to be ribbed like you see here. This allows it to flex because when you take your box apart to change your filter, you're going to need to move one half that'll still be attached to this, so it has to be able to flex. So we'll be looking for something like this. This is a pretty big diesel truck, so yours will probably not be this large unless you also have a big diesel truck like this, but it will look fairly similar. Now, if your vehicle is carbureted or throttle body injected, the air filter likely sits right on top of your carburetor or throttle body. Those filters are typically going to be more of a large cylindrical style. Most fuel injected vehicles are going to have the flat style like the one that we installed today. Some of your larger diesel vehicles are going to have a long, skinny cylindrical filter. So here you can see our old filter and our new filter side by side. You can see our old filter here is quite filthy. It's collected a lot of dirt and debris and kept that from getting into our engine. That's very important. This dirt and debris can get sucked in through your intake, clog up ports, affect your valves and piston rings, so we can keep all this out of our engine by keeping our filters nice and clean. The filters themselves have a paper layer as well as a tighter micron layer. So here you can see how the pleats trap dirt and debris and keep it out of your engine. There's a silicone gasket seal around the perimeter of your filter, and this keeps it sealed nice and tight inside your air box, ensuring that all the air has to go through the filter element. It's recommended that you replace your filter every 10 to 15,000 miles depending on your driving conditions. So if you're driving mostly in the city and cleaner areas, you can extend that a little longer, but if you're driving on backcountry, dirty farm roads, off-roading and such, you may need to replace it sooner. Not replacing your air filter can lead to a restriction in your air filter, causing poor fuel economy, and eventually, once it gets restricted enough, can cause poor drivability conditions and even prevent the vehicle from starting. And that completes our look at PTC's line of custom fit engine air filters.